Delta T Racing. We are starting the preseason race of our second season, and this is Division 4. Had to think for a moment. As we now have 4 divisions, 5 actually, because yesterday was Division 5 and 1. And for the upcoming season, we will having Division 2 and 4 on Wednesday and Division 3 on Thursday. So right now, Division 4. And I think the sound is missing. So that is usually to fix it by going into the menu and leave the menu. And as you hear now, the sound is back. Right, so here we are qualifying. We have 18 cars. And let's see who is first. I think it's one of the Red Bulls. It's Jalapeno Pepper. It's probably one of the first to go out. Although we also have, and he already invalidated his lap. Who else is on hot lap? Racing Ryan it. So is, let's see, possibly no, the Ferrari is skipper. He's on a hot lap. So the first was that? Not the first, but he is. So the first one to probably set a time. Who is the other? It's Racing Ryan. Yeah. Let's follow him. Alright, so let's go through the field a bit. This year's grid. Division 4. Oversteer moment there. Most of the grid of Division 4 is formed from last year's Class C and D drivers. The champion of Division Class C is now in Division 3. The champion of Class D is actually in Division 2. So lots of promoters. However, still a lot of drivers. So let's walk you through the teams here. Well, Waza is the first to set a really quick time, and my thinking was we'll see a pole time today somewhere between 35.5 and 35.8, and already on the very first stint we're in that window. And who is it? It's Waza. Waza is a very good qualifier. Unfortunately, usually a bit less lucky in the races. Dopey Man and Brandon. Here for the first time, Brandon in a McLaren. This man is racing for years. I've never seen him drive anything else but a Mercedes, so this will be interesting to see. Mikey somehow retired. That's interesting. And Waza so far is a second up on anyone else. Well done to him. Right, well, Jan with a very slow time. And Nelboy is out. Nelboy retired. Well, where did he do it? Turn 2, 3. Turn 2, yeah, turn 2, 3 is a very dangerous combination where it's really easy to lose a car. I found out myself, it's really, do not touch the inside curb on turn 3, because that will send you flying. Plus, it's also very much a setup thing. So choose balance there. Right. So talking about grid, we have a combination of mainly former Class C, Class D drivers and some new guys. For Alfa Romeo, we'll be having a Romanian combination. Two debutants, Alexander and Sushu, both new to Delta Racing. For Alpha Tauri, we will be having late the Saudi driver who was in Class D last season. Did a few races there. Ralph, the Dutch driver, very experienced, had, I think it's fair to say, probably his poorest season ever, and not in pace, but just in unlucky moments. So he'll be representing AlphaTauri. Alpine will be a team to watch this season. Alpine is Waza and Mikey. Yeah, as now for years those two guys are teammates together. And it started off as Mikey being a fairly quick driver, was a bit wild, and meanwhile Waza has become a very, very quick driver, but less wild than he was, but still too many mistakes. And look at today, he's quickest by a mile. But will he finish? And will he finish in top 3? That's always the question with Waza. Pace is never been easier. So that's, I think, to be fair, if Waza manages to have a bit more safer season, more finishes, less mistakes, less being in trouble, he could really fight for a title. And together with his teammate Mikey, who knows, maybe they're a contender for constructors. Furthermore, we have the Aston Martin duo. Annie Duar, that's a Romanian driver, not here tonight. And Marcos, the Brazilian, who is not here tonight as well. Marcos did a few races in Class D last season. Was okay, but not really up front, so expectations not that high for this team. Although Annie Duar did make a very good impression in the rookie race when it comes to pace, but quite a few moments of mistakes. So if he can keep clean, stay out of trouble, he could get some good results. Then we have Ferrari, and Ferrari is Sally, I think Slovenian, good driver, not here tonight. And we have Smetanka, Russian driver, pretty fast, but usually picks penalties up like the candy bars. So who knows? I think there will be a few races where he's in big trouble, and a few races where he'll score some good points, but don't think he'll be regularly in the top points. Haas is a combination of racing Ryan, fairly inexperienced, was in Class D, not one of the quickest, but his teammate is Ariel Jordan. Ariel Jordan is a very experienced, very good driver. In fact, I think Ariel Jordan could be one of the contenders for the title this season. He certainly is a driver to watch. Then we have, am I saying this right? Yeah, for McLaren, as mentioned before, Brandon Adolpiman. First time we see Brandon in a different car, but still with a Merc engine. Brandon is he's a multiple champion. I think he won 4 races last season in Class C. He'll be up there, and Adolpiman had a bit of a disappointing season, but can certainly do better if he stays out of trouble. So Brandon's a candidate for the championship, and together with Adolpiman, they're absolutely candidate for constructors. And then we have the Mercedes duo of Nellboy and Enz. I think both have the speed to compete for podiums and possible race wins on a consistent basis. But staying out of trouble is for both of them have not been easy. Oh, Brendan made a mistake. Another one in turn 2-3. We lost it there. So the Merc deal, if they can stay out of trouble, I think they're both good team players. I think they could definitely be up there. We'll see them fighting for podiums a lot, even get a few wins. The question is consistency for both. If they can get that, they're contenders, especially for constructors. The Red Bull will have Hims and Jalapeno Pepper. Tonight, Hims is not available to drive, but he's a good driver, and I can see him do well in this league. I think top says in the classification, especially if he won't miss races, to stay out of trouble. He'll be on the podium frequently. Jalapeno is, I think he's less quick, but certainly able to surprise occasionally. Don't think they will be a big factor in constructors. And then, of course, the Williams duo of Frischgesabt and Rieps, the Wolfsburg-based Germans. And a shout out to the big fan club of Frischgesabtes, even though it's Rieps who is the chairman of it and probably his only fan. Still, shout out to them. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're not strong qualifiers. I think on pure pace, Reeps is probably a little quicker than his teammate. Well, Dopeyman improved to P2 with a 36.4. Still quite a big gap to Dopeyman, to Waza. Is on a hot lap. Sushu is. Yeah, the Romanians are doing good here, the Alpha Mate, right? I think the Germans from Williams will. Yeah, the question is, will they stay out of trouble? I mean, especially first half of last season, Fish renamed himself to Mr. DNF as he was basically retiring every race, and so did Reeves. But second half of the race, they gained more speed, and second, they finished races and scored points frequently. So even with a little controversial fourth place in the last race in Mexico, but still they showed big improvement. Were also nominated for most improved drivers of the year, and didn't win it, unfortunately for them. But so I don't think they'll be a big factor in the championship, neither individual nor as a team. But I do think they'll score points quite regularly and will be there for the occasional surprise. Right, that's your grid for this season. Shusho decides to pit after invalidating his lap, and here, look at that, I mentioned it already, the Haas driver, Ariel Jordan, improves the 36.0 second position. He really is a driver to watch. So my take on the championship this season, the contenders are, I think, well, the main man will be Brendan. He's proved it time and time again. He is always in the mix for championship. I mean, last season he missed the first two races, missed two afterwards, and with a good sprint at the end, nearly got close to it, finishing third. So yeah, he's my number one favorite. And around that, we'll see guys like Waza. I think Enz could be there if he's consistent, more consistent. I think Dopeyman will be top 6 if he has a better season. Jordan, of course, Jordan was. So I think let's reframe it. If I have to name a top 5 now. It was Brandon Jordan was ends. That's my top 4, and closely I'll have Nullboy, Dopey Man. I can see what if the Romanians do well, actually. Yeah, Mikey will be there, but we'll need to stay out of trouble more. And of course, we'll have regular guest appearances from reserve drivers like Benny Pino, who is here now. We have Skipper and Composite, who are always up for a race. But Benny Bruno actually won the Division 5 race yesterday by doing something he did a few times before last season in Class C, being the smartest on the late safety car situation, going for the best thing, which was the soft tires. And with that, it was improved marginally, but still improved to a new best time. Right, let's go on board here with Benny Bruno. Yeah, Benny Bruno was a safety car that came in with like 7 or 8 laps to go. Benny Bruno was one of the few that chose for fresh sauce, and he moved up from 4th to 1st position within 2 laps and won quite easily. What can he do now? He's Enz! Let's go! Enz improves to a new fastest start. I told you. He's a candidate. He had too much curb there from Benny Bruno, loses it. Who else is on the lap? Dopey Man. Entering the stadium section. As the official time is over. Whoa, bit much on the curb. Is he able? 36.3 improves P5. Racing Ryan, that is a surprise seeing him in P4. Wow. The Haas drivers on P3 and P4. Gunther will be happy with that, and whereas was backing off. And that means Enz is on pole position. Enz had such an unlucky season. He I think first half of the season he barely had any points due to incidents on track. Second half of the season certainly went better. He had 1 win and definitely should have had more. 2 podiums. Phenomenal last race in Mexico, where we'll be going next week. But good to see him on top. So 3 out of my predicted top 4 are there. Biggest surprise, Racing Ryan. Well, let's see how this race is going to be. Quali is over. Let's go through it. Enz and was on front row. Then we have Jordan, Racing Ryan, Dopeman, Alexander, Benny Bunner, Brandon, Sushu, Nullboy in the top 10. Late and Late is surprisingly good. Skipper, P12, Reeves, Composite, Frischkes Optis, the 7 Smetanka, Jalapeno Pepper, and Mikey lost position due to him crashing out early. Meanwhile, a brief moment here to mention something. We have a FIFA League competition, and that's a bit story of the day. Uchiha Bruma versus Black Bamba, aka Fluminense versus Barcelona. This was 0-2 after like 10 minutes, and it's Bruma winning 3-2. What a surprise win is that? Congratulations on Bruma. This, I don't know. Really curious what happened there. Anyway, back to racing. We're on the formation lap of our Division 4 race here. Pre-season ends on pole position in the Mercedes. Okay. I want to give another shout out to, and this is a bit sadder news, fortunately. Last week one of our the biggest fan we had, Miss Cecile Slater, unfortunately passed away. I'm really yeah. Words can't describe how we feel about this, and we are very sorry, and we'd like to give our support to her family, her son Nell, especially. Yeah, our biggest watcher, our biggest fan, and to COVID. So whatever you may think of COVID restrictions, please follow them, because you never know if you could affect someone who's much more vulnerable than you are. Could end badly. So a shout out, a message to Cecile. Thank you always for watching, and we will be thinking of you. Not just now, not in the past, but always. Thank you very much. Alright, boys. Racing. Enzo and Waza on front row. Both collided a few times this last season. Let's see what they do now. Good start there from Enz. But Waza coming up, and he's taking the inside. Oh, that's Waza taking the lead in his Alpine. Jordan in third. Racing right in fourth, and we see some yellow. Who's that? Is that Frisch? Come on, Frisch, you can't disappoint your fan club tonight. I've mentioned them all. Oh, one of them. Right, Dopey Man in fifth. Alexander in sixth. Benny Bruno in seventh. Biggest winner at the start so far, the 7th Spentanka. Mikey up 3 positions. But both Williams drivers in trouble. Rich lost 3, Frisch lost 2. And all the way in the back, it's Jalapeno. Now picking up our time penalty really early here. Fighting with Lee. What's that? Merck and the Alpha Tauri. Ooh, that seemed like contact. Oh, and that caused now losing some position, dropping back to P13. Neil has damage. I think he has. Can't see any visual damage, but he is coming in. So is Mikey, so is Reed. So I think Nell has some damage. We'll pit early, hoping for a safety car to get back in the race. Jalapeno is in as well. Fish is in too. That might cause double stack at the Williams team. Yeah, it does, it does, it does. Yeah, now they're ready. And Fish pin. Back to the lead. Was that still in the lead ahead of Ends having a second lead. And you really want to stay within a second here because there are two long DRS trades. Oh, Jalapeno's out. What happened there? Oh, it's a virtual safety car. Ah, that's Jalapeno coming out of the pit lane, coming back on track, and at the end of turn 3, I think that's turn 4 actually, lost it. Alright. Everyone, please keep thinking about the Delta. You don't want to spoil a race with a drive-through. We're entering lap 3. It's still a virtual safety car. That's pretty long. Someone's pitting, that's for sure. Taking this opportunity to pit. Goes from soft to medium. Right. Oh, Benny Vino left session. That's probably some technical issues. Is it? Oh, and we're back to green. And we'll be seeing Brandon try again overtake on Benny soon. As, well, with Benny leaving the session, his AI takes over, and that's AI just significantly slower. As you can see, there's now a gap beginning to form between Benny and Alexander, and Brandon closing in. So probably see Brandon in P7 too. As I was saying, you really want to be within the second of the car ahead, as from lap 3 on, you'll be having DRS on 2 long straights. And if you're within a second, you're able to use that, and it makes sure you have less drag and can stay up with the car ahead of you easily. Easier, probably the right way to say it. Here we go. Brandon with the move on Benny Bruno. Let's see if he can keep up. Oh, yellow. Someone's off. Jordan is off! And no front wing. Ooh, cuts a whole bit of the track. Well, Benny Bruno joins back, and Nellboy setting the fast lap on fresh mediums. Reeves improves that. Oh, that's a shame. Jordan has to do nearly a full lap on the car without a front wing. And then pit. That's going to cost him so much time. And we have another yellow. Sector 2. That is... I'm not sure who that has been. It's only shortly. So now the McLarens are moving up in P4 and 5. Benny's back in the car. Not wearing a helmet as it seems. Looks weird. Was building on that gap. 2 seconds now to ends. And surprisingly, yeah, that's a drag we didn't expect much from for this season, but being in P3 on pure merit in the preseason race, that is a promising thing for the rest of the season. Brandon is closing in on his own teammate Dolphin Man. Just 7, 10, 6. He'll probably be right behind him. So let's go on board. On the next straight, let's see if they're actually going to fight, or is he being given the position. That will be interesting to see. Brendan backs out for now, so no free pass for him. Oh, yellow. Seven Smetanka's out. But he didn't lose it. Oh, and a safety car. Oh, is there on track? Ah, no boy will be happy with this. Because everyone from P12 downwards. Well, now watch out, cars in the middle of that track. Everyone downwards is basically able to get back into the race. Same with Alexander Reeds, Mikey, Jordan, Fish. Yeah. This is a good call for the safety car if you look at where the car was on track. Everyone decides to pit, except for Skipper and Composite. They started on mediums, and they're now leading the race, and both are reserves in this class. They're driving in Division 5 normally as teammates, and this is literally the oldest team we have, as in combined age is 125, if I'm correct. Two very, very experienced men who just love to race. They did not come in as they started on medium, so understandable. But this will certainly spice up the race a bit. So, Nellboy was just 3 laps in on his medium, so didn't come in either. What is a surprise is that Racing Ryan went in and went for softs. And Lane did the same. Brandon lost a few positions as he pitted on the same time as his teammate and got double stacked, of course. There was no way to avoid that, as they were right behind each other. So everyone except Skipper and Composite have pitted. See, Fish pitted again. But he went in the hards and... Phew. Normally, that's a tire you want to avoid, especially on this track. as they're just, well, for one, they're slower, and it's kind of hard to get them on the right temperature, and especially when you drive this slow under the safety car. Right, let's say the whole field is packed together. And that means safety cars come in. Not too much lap behind it. Means that Skipper will be leading the restart. Let's see how that goes. I mean, both he and Composite are very experienced, but I don't think they're that much experienced with leading a safety car. I don't think they've been in situations like that before. At least not much. So let's see what he does. Does he give the safety car some space? Because if you don't, you'll be out back on the straight. Doesn't seem like he does so. Oh boy. Here we go. Well, seems to go well. Was immediately trying to attack here with Composite, of course, on fresher tires, more pace. Here comes outside of, no, inside turn two. Ooh, he makes it stick. So was into P2, and Ends comes with him. Well done, Ends. Ends to P3. Keep following Waza because he knows this is the moment and can't give him any time, any free space. Or Waza is gonna run off with it. And now Waza already all over Skipper's gearbox. Oh, racing Ryan here already. Oh, Neil in fighting with Composite. Well, better exit there. And Dopey Man as well is passed now to MP5. Composite losing 4 positions in half a lap. Back to here, the midfield. Brendan Lath, now boy. How that is going. Small gaps. Brendan really close to Sushi. Oh, Sushi go wide. Brendan with a better exit. Yeah, sticks it. P8 for him. Composite pits. He might have damaged other things to show as well. It's both pitting now, so they'll be losing a lot of positions. Meanwhile, Waza still behind Skipper. Ends really close as well. Let's see what they will do. And it's alright, interesting. If Skipper can hold on to this for a little more, you might see Racing Ryan getting in the mix as he's almost off the compound. Waza still not able to pass Skipper there. Once again, and I think Skipper has. Oh, Waza nearly hit Skipper in the back. I think Skipper has a lot less wing. It just seems like a bullet on the straight. Racing Ryan closing in on this group. Small error there. He's on soft tires, so he should be quicker. But Skipper have racing right needing us there. But Skipper having phenomenal pace and keeps defending very well. Oh, we have a yellow. I think it's dropping there. It's late dropping. Virtual safety car, no overtaking. Oh, late lost his front wing. Oh, Alexander gets a 5-second pen from collision with Reeds. Meanwhile, the McLaren's moving up again. Dhabi in the 5th, Benny Bruno in 6th, and Brandon in 2nd. McLaren in P7. Good to see Boy back in the mix. P8 after an early pit stop. Alright, here we go. We're back racing. And in the stadium section, it's not easy to overtake there. Yellow. Oh, Fish is out. And Skipper decides to pit. Alexander is out too. Oh, 2 DNS. That maybe that's a safety car. Let's see. No. The local yellows, watch out. Oh, one is there on the left. And the next one is on the right of the next corner. Oh, car's cleared, so, oh, and I see another yellow. That's the McLaren now. That's Brendan. Skipper leaving the pit lane. Brendan's been off, losing positions there. That makes sure that Reeds and Jordan and Mikey can all move up. Meanwhile, the battle for P1 goes on, was on, and ends. Nice and line in the mix. Was there improvements on the fast lap? Still only 5/10 up on ends. And despite being on a softer compound, it seems like Racing Line is not able to keep up with the guys ahead of him. Well, if this is what we're going to see in the season, this could be fun. Here he comes. Ends on the inside, brakes later, takes the inside. What a good move by him. Well done, Ends. Now, what is Wazza going to do? Is he going to come back immediately? He is on the inside, side by side here, coming up to the next chicane. Oh, Wazza's crosses right. Very darty now, please Cameron, and Wazza takes the lead again. No, it's Ends. Sorry. Oh, this could be a fun battle in the season. And now that Enz is leading, let's see. Is he able for the gap? Seems like it. He already nearly has a second. Waza has trouble staying in. Let's go with Waza. Using all of his ERS and DRS as well. Stay with him. I think Waza is a setup that's more focused on corners than on straight line speed, as we could see when he was behind the skipper. He couldn't pass him in the straights. Oh, Racing Ryan is dropping 2 positions. Oh, nearly losing it there. Yeah, I'm not sure he did good on this strategy, though. If he could stretch those softs a bit more, who knows? Let's move on. Danny Bruno and Delphi Man fighting for P3 here. So far, Delphi Man, the #1 McLaren driver. Let's perhaps this car suits him more, or the track. He's always been on par, on pace with his teammate. Just that his teammate was a bit more consistent and knew to make the most out of situations and maximize on points. Racing Ryan really can't keep up. Meanwhile, Mel in 6th position. Looks good. Yeah, I think this Mercedes duo could really do well this season. So I think the contenders, constructors, Mercedes, Alpine, McLaren, possibly Haas. I think, yeah, I really think the softs are starting to drop off for Racing Ryan. He can't keep up with the cars ahead, and Noboy is closing fairly quickly. But they're still on the tail events here. Doing really good, and see, the moment I start complimenting he's starting to make mistakes. I shouldn't do that, but on performance, looks like he's doing much better than his teammate Mikey today. Oh, and we have that's a McLaren up, and that's Brennan again. Oh, that's a second mistake there at turn 3 today. Turn 3 is a real killer. Brennan dropping to P11, so let's go back up the front. Was still really close to ends. He just does not want to give up, and although it's a good mentality, he always has it's something that has cost him so much good results. Refusing to give up the position many times made sure he overtried too much. But side by side, and actually taking the lead again. That was a good move, was that? Could this be his season? Where it all comes together. I mean, pace is there. Never been a problem. Oh, Ends looking again. Ends looking. This is a phenomenal battle, guys. Racing right, pitting. Going for mediums, of course. Brendan pits as well. His final pit stop. Here comes Ends. Ends comes on the straight, is ahead of Wazza in the inside, so easy to defend. Stay a bit outside, go up to third gear easily, but a better exit from Wazza there, and he takes the lead again. Oh, here they come, side by side. And again, it's Wazza in the lead. What a phenomenal battle from these two drivers. They keep changing position. They keep it clean. They keep it fair. See, even the marshals are impressed. And they have quite a gap behind them. So it's Benny Bruno now in third, who has out of our sight has passed Document and has taken a 2-second lead. So Benny Bruno really moving up the field. Nullboy pitting. Let's see what he's going to do. What is he going for? Another set of mediums. Yep. There's 12 laps to go. Would probably be a little much if he went on to another set of softs. Reaps pitting as well. All mediums. Decent race performance from him. Leaving the pit now, where does he come? Out on track, I think just behind or just ahead? Composite. Just ahead. Alright, Skip Rim meanwhile, a good race. Move up to P6. We'll probably come in once more for another fresh set of fresh shots. Interesting tactics by Skipper. There's no eras left. But they're having a good race here, actually. Ends in the lead again, and oh, it was up pitting. What's he going for? I think he'll go mediums, as there's still 11 laps to go. He will mediums for Ends, and what's he doing the undercut, and that will probably bring him ahead of Ends when Ends pits. Let's see. Well, Racing Ryan is posting a new fast lap of the race. He's having a phenomenal race. Good performance. Was that in P5? 21 seconds behind Ends. Let's watch that. Let's see if Ends is coming in right away. Or will we do another lap? And what tires is he going to go for? I think personally, if you have less than 10 laps to go, just go for softs. Now it's 10 laps. It's a stretch. Because the softs really drop off after like 6-7 laps. And if you do more than A, you're really gonna feel that. He is coming in. He is coming in. So if Benny Bruno doesn't come in, he'll be taking the lead for the first time. Benny Bruno is not coming in. Dopey Man not coming in. And spinning. And Enz is gonna go for the mediums as well. So probably gonna be just behind Wazza. Although Wazza may have been held up a little bit by Jordan. Jordan is spinning himself now. Let's watch it. Where's Wazza? Wazza is coming up. Oh, there you saw Enz, just a glimpse, but I think he's just ahead. He's just ahead. Wazza's taking the lead. What a phenomenal battle. So let's go. Wazza now has 1.3. All right. Oh, Brandon out. Well, he had an unlucky race. Oh, and a safety car. Oh my. This could change things. This could really change things. Yeah, now you might see, yeah. Now Benny Bruno might do the same as he did yesterday in Division 5. Make a late pit stop under a safety car, go for softs. I mean, yes, it's still 9 laps to go. It's a bit of a stretch. But remember, you'll have at least 2 laps under the safety car. So they will not be worn as much. Oh god, and at this moment Benny Bruno loses his connection. This probably not could have been a worse moment for him. But he will be getting the softs as expected. Dopey Man probably doing the same. Oh, this is a good. This brings Dopey Man in a good position. Yep. Right, Wazza back in the lead, of course. Ends in second, being right behind him. Where's Racing Ryan gonna be? Mikey pitting. Racing Ryan. I think he's splitting. He's splitting Benny Bruno and Dopey. But both on soft, so I expect Dopey to be ahead of him. Skipper not pitting, just pitted. He's on fresh mediums, reaps, fresh mediums. 7. Mikey, of course, Mikey, Nellboy, all, Jordan, all, and Composite, all pitting to fresh softs. Susha doing the same, but did have a drive previous being under the safety and late, of course. So everyone fresh tires. And I think we'll do one more lap safety under the safety car, and that will be lap 21. So after that, you'll still have 7 laps to go. And those soft runners will clearly have an advantage. So who knows, Benny Bruno? But is Benny Bruno back in the race? As in, it seems like he lost connection. No, he's not. He's not. This could cause technical issues. And this seems like he's back in. Hopefully for him in time. But it could cause a desync in time measurement at the end of the race because of him losing connection 2 times. Right, at the back it's the shoot for Alfa Romeo. Oh! How can you lose it so badly under the safety car? That's... Unnecessary? Being nice? There, Reeves decides to pit again and go for the... Decides to drop a few positions, but... Going for fresh shots. Might be wise. I don't know. Right, 60 DNF so far. And Reeps closing the field, all packed, bunched together, which will probably mean we will be racing again after this lap. Looking at the penalties. 4 drives with a 3-second penalty. That's Benny Buna racing Ryan Skipper and now boy. Right, second safety car of the day. This time was the leading. Yeah, safety car coming in as we enter the final sector. See, this is what Wazza does a lot better than Skipper did. He just gives the safety car a bit more space without dropping speed, or better said, having an inconsistent pace. So the benefit is you can determine the pace. You can go whenever you want. It's important for the cars behind to have a consistent speed. Safety car now about to enter the pit lane. And was this going early? As expected, because he waited to safety car to come in. Benny Buna right all over Enzir as he did yesterday. Well, not late safety car restart. Yeah, Benny Buna has a good chance of winning today. Here he comes. Here he comes. Of course. First shot. Oh, risky move, but he sticks it. Yeah, he did exactly the same thing he did yesterday. Alright. What? En's coming back, but he's on the outside. He's on the outside. That's a... Oh, En's, if you stick that. No, 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 no. Benny Bino has a better exit. There's a better line. Oh, and now Enz is under pressure from Racing Ryan and Dopey Man here. Ooh, that's going to be 3 aside. Oh, no, no. Enz wisely here. Drops back to P5. Of course, yeah. Soft runners are quickly Dopey Man and P4. Could we have Dopey Man on the podium? I don't know what's with Enz, but... no, I thought for a moment he was dropping in pace, but it's just been a moment. Cold tires, perhaps. Russ is still leading as a 1.1 second lead on Benny Bruno. And Benny Bruno does have a pen, so if he wants to win, he needs to close the gap to Wazza quickly and gain the lead. Pens drop to P5. Dopey Man. Really close to Racing Ryan. There's no DRS yet. That will come in the next lap. Always takes a while after the safety car. Racing Ryan seems to have really straight line speed. But meanwhile, up front, the other two guys are running away with it. Racing Ryan is on the almost tires of the pack. Was it Bruce in the fastest lap? We have a yellow. That's Reeves! Oh, that. Both Williams out now. Virtual safety car. Hopefully everyone is aware. And doesn't get the drive-through pen. Means late will move up to P11. Needs one more moment for another driver to be able to get a point. Although no real points will be awarded as it's just pre-season race. And we're racing again. DRS enabled. And it's really close to Dopey, but it's not enough. He's not gaining enough on the straight. And if you look behind him, he has nearly 2-second gap on Skipper, who is also a fencer. There's not a real threat behind him unless it's Jordan. Jordan is within 7/10 of Skipper. In the same group, Mikey and Nellboy. So the teams we're seeing here, Alpine, with two drivers, we see Haas, surprisingly, with two drivers. That was unexpected. We have Mercedes as expected. Right, and still not able to. But is on a harder compound as well. So let's see penalties. 6 seconds for Racing Ryan. So, oh, there's Dopey Man. There is Dopey Man. Finally taking P3, but the gap to Benny Bino is already over 5 seconds. Oh, and we have double yellow. Oh, Racing Ryan and Dopey Man. No, it's Dopey. Yeah, Dopey winning this. No, Racing Ryan cuts cross, gets the position back. This is good racing. Love to see this. Bit of corner cutting from both. It might end up in some pens, but I think Enz is being wise here with not getting in the mix, to just waiting and waiting and waiting until one of them makes a mistake or is out of DRS range of the other, so he can make his move. But Benny Bino. Oh, Dopey makes a mistake! Oh, he was on for a podium. Such a good race. But now it has become McLaren corner. His teammate went off 2 or 3 times here, and now he loses it in the sight of the finish with a podium to be. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. And that means Enz may be able to get back on the podium now with the pass on Racing Ryan. Racing Ryan, of course, has quite a bit of pens, but oh, what a shame there for Dhabi. And that means the second Mercedes driver. The second Mercedes driver is now Melboy in P5. Racing Ryan keeps fighting and fighting. He is a really good fighter. Fought himself back to P3. He'll lose the position on pens anyway. But let's see. Penalty situation. Ends at 3 seconds. Sorry, Melboy has. Late keeps picking up pens and pens. Oh, wait a minute. Up front there, Benny Bruno takes the lead. Oh my. He has a 3-second pen. He comes towards it again. Was it be careful? Oh, no. Benny Bruno breaks much later. That was pretty good. Well, so you need to be careful because you need to watch out that you don't get a 3-second time penalty, because if you keep close and that's within 3 seconds, don't get a time penalty, still win the race. If you do get one, oh, but I think he can't keep up. He's losing so much time. What happened? Did he make it? Oh, Waza has no front wing. Was it time again? Waza found a way to screw up. Oh man. I'm going to be entering a new phrase. Alpine drivers in trouble again. But Waza, you did such a wonderful race. And with 2 laps to go, you make a mistake and it's over. Yeah, it would have probably been better to pit anyway, because now everyone is going to pass you. So Enz is going to end up in second. And you know what? Melboy might be on the... Or is he not? What's that? Nearly, was an Enz nearly gliding. Racing Ryan is in 4th. Will pass was in a moment. But this will be interesting for the podium fight. I think we're gonna see a double podium by Mercedes. Oh, this Racing Ryan really is a fighter. Now in P3. Waza, you shoot Nel goal. Yep. Yeah, and the gap in penalties is 3 seconds, so I think Benny Bruno does it again, doesn't he? It's 2 races in a row. Well done to him. Enzi is going to be in second. Who would have thought this like 3 laps ago? This is crazy. Oh no! What the hell? No, boy, lost it there in the stadium section, and that gives... Wait, that gives Racing Ryan the podium. Well, Benny Bruno wins, and second. Now Racing Ryan's going to be the podium, or it's going to be Jordan. Jordan's going to be 4th, and he has no pen, so Jordan's going to be in the podium. Whoa, well, and Waza still in 4th, Mikey in 5th, only with 10 by teammate. Racing Ryan drops to 6th, Competent in 7th, and what happened to Melboy there? He's fighting Racing Ryan and then lost it there on the stadium sector. Drops to 9th, Dopey Man is in 8th. What a crazy ending. Wow. What an ending of the race. Well, I can tell you, if the season is going to be like this race, We're gonna have a lot of fun this season.
Well, Mikey gets driver of the day, of course, starting from the back and ending up in P5, I think. That's pretty good. Right, so Benny Bino with another win, as he won in Division 5 as well last night. Did it again. After Waza made a mistake on the penultimate lap, dropped to P5 basically, but then Elbow threw it away in the last lap, in the last few corners. And that paved the room for Jordan to be back on the podium. Wow. Alright, so final result is Benny Bruno in 1, ends in 2nd, just 6 tenths behind him. We have Jordan in 3rd, Waza and his teammate Mikey in 4 and 5, Racing Ryan in 6, Composite in 7, Doppelman in 8, Nellboy in 9, Skipper in 10, Late in 11, the rest was all the Rick Sushi, Brandon, Alexander, Fish, Smetanga, and Jalapeno Pepper. And fastest lap I think was where was that? 38.0. Well, this was exciting. Okay, well that was it for preseason today of Division 4. I think we're gonna see some lovely races, some crazy moments too. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow there's Division 3 on Thursday. And on Sunday there's ACC again. And next week the F1 season starts. Yes, season 2. So thank you all for watching. Have a great night and see you soon.